Alrighty, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. I have to remember to put a shirt on then, that was a close one. How are we all? Let me open up my little thingy. Open up my chat. I can see the play I think we're going to potentially get in Asia. I know one of the guys had it in the community. So what I'm looking at is, as we had a quick chat in the community about it. I know one of the guys spotted it as well. Obviously, with gold, let me just check the audio is all good. Yeah, audio sounds fine. So gold with the news yesterday, obviously had a huge push up. Daily closed pretty strong, bullish. You did pull back a little bit. So, we have grabbed highs and closed bearish on the 4 hour. You could expect this may even dip down a little bit. I'll be marking on those 4 hour lows there. And then down here. So you could even dip down a little bit and come and take those. But overall, sells, you could dip down, but you're going to probably come and be grabbing these highs. You got these highs here, these highs here, these highs here. So lots of highs, and obviously going with the overall trend. I'll map on daily highs and those highs. So that's my liquidity levels. Again, I'll just clean this up. We have taken those lows, so you could even see this dip down a bit into the 4 hour lows and then push up there. The other nice thing too is you've got this trend line coming down here as well. And what that means is that, everyone that's on this trend line, they're going to have their sells in here. They're going to have sells here, 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 all the way down. So I think it makes sense, for gold, if it is going to push down a bit and then continue that move up to pop that trend line and have that push up, and you've got some nice trades, I guess, all the way up into those highs. So that's what I think makes the most sense. These 4 hour lows, you haven't grabbed the 4 hour highs, closed bearish. Now you've pushed up, created that top wick. You could flip this into the lows to come and grab those 4 hour lows, but it's about 70 ticks. So that's what I think Asia is saying. I'll find that song too for the I think it's this one. It was that song I've got in the in my waiting area, in the waiting room screen. It's just like a no copyright DMB song, because obviously can't use copyright because it gets flagged on the stream. But it's just called Reflections Instrumental. So I'm not sure if I'm not sure if you'll be able to find it. Reflections Instrumental. That's all it says, just Reflections Instrumental. this. How's everyone's week been so far? How many we got watching? It was a bit early today. It's got a few errands I need to run, so I have to head off just after 11. But I think, you know, we'll see the close, and that'll give us a bit of an idea. Morning, Adam. Morning, mate. Good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. I think that's going to be your Asia move, though, as we were talking about, yeah. Something like, that's already been taken, I guess, like this. To the moon, Goldie to the moon. In terms of levels, I'll show you, I guess, mark on some support levels and resistance levels. The other thing I find easy, if you flatten your charts a bit, it can, you know, rather having it like this, you can have it sort of like that. But very simple levels. Obviously here, support, 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 resistance, resistance, resistance. So for me, that's probably going to be a level somewhere in there. And then a bit of a range there. So probably somewhere up here again, resistance, 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 resistance. Probably going to be 2 levels. But then you've also got a level through here as well. Which you can put on. Yeah, I like that. I think that 4 hours probably gonna flip bearish by the looks of it. Because, yeah, you've only got, what, 9 ticks into there. Even, you know, you could even refine that zone into here. Yeah, I like that. I like that a bit more. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Yeah, I think Goldie pushed down like this. Close back above. And then you can look at something like that. Potentially. And then you've also got, yeah, that trend line. That's a beautiful trend line there. That's going to probably get popped at some point too. So that's what I think we're looking at. And that'll probably be the Asia play. I think makes the most sense. Any news? I think we do have news today. JPY policy statement, retail sales, and then retail sales at US Open. Morning, Chris. Morning, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Just map on here. It's a 4 hour low. I'll get rid of this. That's your, yeah, 4 hour high. I think this makes a lot of sense. Vera, clock time. Absolutely. Absolutely. How's the audio? Is the audio okay? Sound alright? Yeah, it's not shh. 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 It's definitely not coffee. Alright, very clear, sweet. Definitely not coffee in that mug. I got my famous smoothie here too. These are so good and so easy to make. Yeah. This is I'm giving you a secret recipe here. It's just oats, 100 gram of oats, protein powder, Greek yogurt, frozen berries, and usually a banana. But I was out of bananas today, and just blend it all up. And a bit of creatine to get the keep the brain functioning. But so good, just mix that up, smash it. It's like having a big breakfast, and you're like, oh, so good. That's that's Mark's secret smoothie recipe. Coming for them lows now. What do you guys reckon? You seeing a similar thing? I think that probably makes the most sense. I mean, you could keep dipping down here. If you do close below here, top wick, you could look to sell down into that next zone, potentially. I think based on, this could break them lows and come back down to that zone. But again, you probably need a decent confirmed entry for that. Yeah, I saw that, Adam. I like that. Yeah. And that's the thing, like, yes, you could catch shorts here, and like there might be, if you get a grab and a nice close, you could take shorts down for even a 20-30 tick. But overall, you've got a bullish trend line coming down here. You've got clear lows, clear high, clear high, clear high. You've had this huge push up. So, you take shorts, you don't know how long it's going to drop for, but as soon as you get sort of confirmation for buys, you've got clear lows to risk off and all that upside. So I think that makes the most sense. Give me 2 seconds. Just got to test the mic. That should be fine. That should be, cool. See if we can grab them. I like these lows. The other thing too with, how we look to trade is the more this rejects from here without grabbing those lows, the more people are going to be jumping in like this. Oh, where's my stop loss? Like that, looking for this huge play up, but it hasn't quite grabbed those lows, and that's like, where's their stop going to be? Stop's going to be below there. So that's why it's nice with our liquidity. Take it, and then, I mean, it could keep falling. We don't know. That's why you wait for the closure back above the level, and then the bottom wick, and then it sort of just gives you, I guess, 3 layers of entry confirmation. Would take the buy before the lows are taken, or I'd only take them afterwards, just because with this 4 hour, how it's closed bearish, and this one's pushed up, and now it's closing back bearish towards the end of the candle. You could potentially expect this to flip, and there's a high chance because it's taken highs, it's probably going to look to take lows. So we'll see. Futures grabbed everything. Yeah, I only look at the currency chart just because it seems to be a bit more consistent. I know you probably miss some things on futures and that, but if you do it consistently off the currency chart, then you keep it consistent. Morning, Aaron. Morning, mate. How was your boxing? You ready for the title shot yet, UFC? Aaron's been training MMA, so he's about to start fighting all the other gurus. got nothing on you, bro. You're sorted. Yeah, I like this even more. Again, we didn't grab them 4 hour lows. So many people will be jumping in long here. Stops below there. But yeah. What do we got? 15 just closed. Yeah, see, even then, like, this price action's just absolute garbage. You know, little Morningstar, pushed up, grabbed the lows, pushed up, closed back down, doji, push up, wicks everywhere. You know, even on the hourly, it doesn't make sense to really look at any other time frames, because it's just in this sort of chop, which is expected. I know it did jump on a little bit earlier. Yeah, I was just saying, this is the 4 hour lows. Dip down, grab them lows, and then you've got buys all the way up here. But I think a lot of people are going to be jumping in long from here with their stops below because didn't quite grab the 4 hour lows. So I think that's going to be the Asia plan. Morning, mate. Thanks for joining. Pleasure to have you here. Along from here with their stops below because didn't quite grab the 4 hour lows. So I think that's going to be the Asia plan. Why are we lagging? We're lagging again. Morning, mate. Thanks for joining. Pleasure to have you here. Let me close. Video's lagging again. My poor laptop. It's weird. The lag like drops in a little bit and then leaves again. So. We're getting that push now. Pardon me. The other nice thing too with these highs, actually, I was going to say that could be a 4 hour wick fill, but looks like we're rejecting now. Yeah, there will be a lag on YouTube lag, but I mean like when I see my video freezing up and stuff every now and then. All this price action though is just messy. It's why the lower time frames you look at, you just want to go up higher until it starts looking cleaner. Like even, if you're on the 15, looks messy. 30 looks messy. Hourly, yeah, still looks messy. 4 hourly, you go, okay, what's happened here? Grabbed highs, closed bearish. 4 hours pushed up, started closing there, so you wouldn't probably do anything till this 4 hour closes, I don't think. There's nothing really too clear. You have grabbed lows here, but I'd be very surprised if it doesn't grab these lows. I'm not rushing into anything. Where are we tuning in from? I know I got a few Aussies in here. Anyone overseas? Europe or anything? Yeah, go on. I love a good dad joke. Hey mate, hey Sammy. I love a good dad joke. Shoot. What do you call a chemist that's a long way away? I don't know. What do you call a chemist that's a long way away? It's not a pharmacist, is it? A pharmacy. Yeah, it's terrible. That's a terrible dad joke, that one, but good nevertheless. Where we got NZ. I love New Zealand. That's where all my family's from. Actually, the only Aussie in my family. They all grew up in Auckland, so I've done both North and South Islands. That like probably 6, 7 or more times. Absolutely love it. Boston, sick. Yeah, I want to get back over to America. I went when I was 12, so I don't think I had the proper experience as you would when you had an adult. Love to visit Boston. How do you say stop loss at a closure of the opposite direction? Choose to re-break. Stop loss just goes below the liquidity grab, mate. Once the candle closes in the direction you're looking to take a trade. Auckland, nice. New Zealand, sweet. Auckland. Oh, team, how good's that? Yeah, I want to go back. I haven't been to Auckland in ages. Proserpine, beautiful. Yeah, Aaron wants to move to Auckland. I was actually going to spend a couple of weeks in Auckland when I got back from Asia. But yeah, I need to do the North Island again. Wellington, the Windy City. Nice. Yeah, I love it. That's where all my family grew up, in Auckland. Dad was in the west, Mum was in the east. Absolutely love New Zealand. It's such a beautiful country. Do you New Zealand guys, do you find that you end up catching a bit of US in the morning, like when you wake up first thing? All our friends are moving to Oz from here. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, what do you Auckland guys find the session you like to trade most? Like London would be, it's about 7 or 8 p.m, isn't it? I think when I was doing my trip around the south, London was opening at, like 8, 9-ish, and US was like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or something. Appreciate you guys tuning in. That's awesome. It's cool having people from America, New Zealand. $12 from UK. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you guys, it'd be what, like 1, just coming up to 1:30 now for you guys? Like 1:30, usually about 3 hours ahead of us. It's actually not a bad time zone for London, because if it's, if you jump on the computer 7 at 8 p.m, you can cook dinner or do whatever you need to do, and then jump on and trade from 8 till 10, which is sort of you're open and you're sorted. 12:30, 2.5. Yeah, so your London's a similar. Yeah, cool. Spend the first hour at work just trading. It's mint. Yeah, sick. Yeah, I love New Zealand. I looked at getting a New Zealand passport, but I don't think you can have an Australian and a New Zealand one, because it's the same. Because I know that New Zealand is helpful too to have around the world, but I don't think you can have Australia and New Zealand, because I was looking at getting one because of my parents. It's where they were born. Yeah, it's such a decent time. Yeah, I believe so, Chris. I know for New Zealanders coming to Australia, it's pretty straightforward. I'd assume it'd be the same for Aussies to New Zealand. We're like this. They're our bros. I'm gonna get this 30 close here. It's still, yeah, this is very average range. Crap song. It's an average song too. Yeah, see this 30's just closed. I still don't really want to take a trade in this range. Pardon me. I mean, there's your liquidity grab closure, but how's that? That 4 hourly is going to close to at the next 30. Yeah, so all of this is just a bit messy. Keep in mind too, as we said, people are going to be jumping in this. They've seen it reject, going, sweet, there's our buys. Their stops are going to be below these lows. And you may find there'll be one big candle that just goes, and that's why we wait. It's why we wait. That's the other thing you got to remember. I've had some pretty big moves this week, so trading in and amongst this, as opposed to waiting for price to be like this, makes so much more sense. Look how, you look at this. No, as soon as you break out, bang, clean candles all the way up. Same thing. This is choppy, breakout, choppy, clear highs. Whereas if you look at this, if you zoom out and look at that, there's just absolutely no direction in there. Even if you go, okay, I think price is going to end up buying in here, what's saying it's gone bullish, bearish, doji, bullish, grab lows? You just don't know. You just want to save your mental capital for when you get clean price. 30 plays yesterday. What do we got? Here's 30-minute plays yesterday at midday Brisbane time on the 30. The reversal candle. I find the dojis on the 30. $12 p.m. Bris. So what are we now? 10 to 3. About 3 a.m. London. This one? No, this one. This one. Yeah, it would have been. I think it's valid depending on what your higher time frame buy. If you mean this one, yeah, this one. Yeah, I think it was valid. I'm not sure what that looked like on the 4 hour, but if it was in line with your higher time frame bias, or even if you waited, you've had a push, pull back, and then that's your confirmation. So I think it was valid, but it's just one of those things, if you jumped in there, you risk off those lows. If it kept pushing down, you go, okay, well, just a loss. But grab lows, close, probably wait for it to come back above that level or wait for the breakout. I think there was one I tried. I think it was this one here. I tried to take this one because I took these sells. I was in these sells that then got me at break even. And then I saw this close. I think this is the same one Aaron was talking about on stream, but it didn't really bottom wick. And then that pushed, and I was like, oh, well, I've sort of missed that. And then I didn't want to buy here, and then it pushed. And I'm like, I don't want to buy here. And that's where I was like, I've sort of missed the move, which is okay. I'm okay with that. A bit annoying, but... Yeah, the sells were nice. It's silly enough didn't secure anything because I thought if it was going to drop, it'd go much lower. But it ran up like 35 ticks and ended up coming to get me a break even. Don't worry, mate. I missed it too. I caught. Makes you feel any better? I got these cells that took me a break even, and then missed this whole thing. So I had maybe a little thing. Yeah, Adam, you said you caught it. So Adam called a signal. He got it here. His stops were here. This is Adam's signal, it's not my signal. And then he exited right there. That was a beautiful trade, Adam. Good work. 10 contracts. Easy. Great trade, Adam, that one. Yeah, literally. It's happened to me a few times where I've gone for like a little sell and then it's because I've just gotten like cut that and then it's pushed up. It's like, oh man. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, we could be breaking out here. Yo, Dossie, what's up, brother? Good to have you on stream. Trying to load trucks and watch this is hard today. That's right, we'll just chuck the AirPod in. We'll call him out. Want to take the flip of this 30. His previous 30 took out like those, just being his range, you want to take it. Yeah, man, 100%, Chris, I agree, mate. I mean, this is a valid setup, but you look at everything to the left of it. There's absolutely nothing stopping this from top wicking and closing. Again, if it does break out, cool. I think there's going to be much cleaner trades, and you've got all this upside. And if you're only targeting 20, 30 ticks, that's literally like this move. 20 ticks is that. So, yes, it's valid. You could, but if it's just going to chop around, then. Depends. Could be a play. You're also gonna get that 4-hour close soon too. Coming in for that 11 a.m. goodness. $15 shutting soon too. How's this 4-hour looking? Yeah, the fact it didn't grab those lows is very surprising, but You're breaking out now. What was that? How much were you risking? Yeah, it was valid, but this is just ugly. If you're happy to risk off these lows, then yeah, it's maybe worth a crack. But I reckon there's gonna be much cleaner trades about. I think. I'll clean this up a bit. Also, once you start closing, this is going to be your trend line liquidity as well here. All these people are going to, get stopped out. Come and recreating this 4-hour high, which is quite interesting. But yeah, I don't think sells make sense for Asia. About to get that 15 close. Right, now we're breaking out a little bit. Get rid of that. See, now we've waited, you've got the little breakout. And now you've got these highs up here to target, which is nice. You got those highs, you got these. Actually, I'm going to mark these highs on. Because if you're going to take those, there's a high chance you're going to take these. If you dip down a little bit here, grabbed any of these lows, then you could potentially look like that, maybe. Clean this up now. Yeah, 15, lovely. Now we've broken out. So again, we haven't got chopped up in here, now it's broken out. We need... it does help seeing that bottom wick, even dipping back down into this level. Could look to take it back up. Even if you were, let me just refresh this, make sure I'm getting the chat. Remember, we're getting the 4-hour closing shortly. See, it's still such a small range. Didn't quite grab that low. Because if you haven't grabbed the lows, then probably that would be your hard stop, which 14 ticks, that's not too bad. And then, yeah, it's just 18 ticks. But that could, you know, potentially go much higher as well. But we have broken out now, which is nice to see. Yeah, 11 a.m. volume pump, exactly right. This 4 hour is going to close. You'll probably find it's going to close, yeah, bullish. Very surprised I didn't grab those lows. The other thing about this too is if that closes bullish, you can expect the, with the bottom wick of the next candle, if it is going to keep pushing up, dip down, and then you could even look at buys up into that 4 hour top wick. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Drop a little like for the stream. Did it grab it? Not quite. It'll be interesting to see what the 4 hour candle does. Teasing them lows. See if this 4 hour is going to close nice and bullish. Anyone watching, any Brisbane Lions supporters here watching the game this weekend? That'll be a good one. Singapore F1, Brisbane Lions. Another good weekend. Yeah, I know. I'm very, very surprised this didn't get grabbed. Very, very surprised, because a lot of people are going to be probably looking at something like that. Very, very surprised. Here he is. On your Brad, if we can convert you for one game, I'm happy. It's funny because one of my best mates, a diehard Collingwood member. So every time they come to the Gabba, we go to the Collingwood game. And the 2 years I went, I didn't go to the last one because they're in Asia. But the 2 years before that, the Lions have beat them at the Gabba, which I think were one of the few games they lost that season. So I'm just in with all the Collingwood members, absolutely yapping, just talking dribble to them and winding them up. It was pretty funny. Cats are beatable at the MC. Yeah, I went to the MCG for the first time to watch the Collingwood game, a few weeks ago. It was unreal. Nah, I just had it drawn up. Oh, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome, Adam. Here's your 4 hour close coming in. Something about that 11 a.m. candle, hey, you literally just sit and wait and then trade off the back of that 4 hour close. Seems to be interesting, hypothetically. 100%. Anytime I'm chatting to my mate about that we beat Collingwood or whatever, he just goes, defending premiers, most premierships, blah, blah, blah. It's like his only thing he's got to come back with. Typical. Yeah, it'll be a ripper game. I ended up getting tickets in the MCC reserve through a guy I used to work with. So it was pretty cool. First time at the G watching Lions Collingwood in the MCC reserve. It was a bloody great spot. Yeah, decent pullback here. This 4 hours, wouldn't be surprised if it closes a little bit doji based on how it's pushing back down here. Yeah, I think so. I think it's got something to do with when the Asian markets go. Yeah, the atmosphere was mental, especially since Collingwood beat them. But I think it was 1 point. I was like, man, typical. Sometimes Brisbane can't kick a tire down a hill, honestly. And then Joe Danaher clutches it in the last game. The 2 goals he needs to kick, he actually kicks them. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. So you grab them lows now. Oh, we're going to close bullish. There you go. Bottom wick. Full margin. 10. Bit of volume coming in. $40 ticks up into the 4-hour highs. You know, if you looked at, you just don't really have any, like, you haven't really grabbed any of these major lows. You'd probably still have to either be risking off that or risking off those lows, potentially, to look to drive it higher. Be nice if we could grab one of them. I mean, unless you want to risk off that. But that'd be a pretty crazy play, but you might have got chopped up in that. All this trend line here too. Everyone being stopped out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump off shortly. Not yet, but shortly. But I think buys are probably going to be the play for Asia. You got all this upside target. You've now broken out of here. I think all the way up into here. Trendline, liquidity, mini, not really a head and shoulders, but you've sort of done that. Dip down a little bit, retest in that level. I don't think there's any need to rush into anything though. Once you start breaking above, this level, you got 13 ticks, break above that level, 20 ticks. Down here, you're still in this sort of chop area, so I think like later today, there's going to be plenty of trades. No need to rush into anything until it sorts itself out. But yeah, buys up into there could be nice. Because you're just like wicking around here. Grab highs, push back down, close back in range. And see, that's like on the 5 minute, you've got all this noise happening. Whereas you go to the 30, yeah, last place you could probably enter with your stops and sort of be there, so. Berries on my shirt. This 4 hour could be coming down to rip these lows now. Like that. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad shout, to be honest. Yeah. And that's the thing, you just gotta like, yeah, exactly. That's awesome you guys are seeing that. You just gotta be clever. I mean, you may miss a buy here, but you may miss a trade in here. But if you wait, once you get up here above these levels into a bit of clean air, you're gonna most likely get a much cleaner trade. So you got to be okay. Price may rip up and you may miss 20, 30 tick buys, but that's cool because you just wait. You stick to the plan. See, now you've just opened, grabbed highs, and now you're closing back here. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just playing the vibe. I think they'll be like, and it is a Friday too after some big news this week, so it may be cooling. Yeah, and you can see like that 4 hour opens and it just starts wicking around everywhere. And in times like these, you just got to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Your last reel, if you wanted to take a punt on the range, it'd be there, but yeah, unless it's clear, I do think there will be cleaner trades. So time. Because that, again, you look at the 4 hours, just grabbed highs, pushing back down. Oh, have you lost me? Let's see. Oh no, haven't lost me. Alright. I do have to head off, guys, so I'll just make sure you can see. Let me just check. Yeah, cool. So as I mentioned, I think for Asia, it's just going to be buys up into this liquidity up here. You got this big trend line here, so any kind of pullbacks and buys, and I think through to London, that's what we're going to be looking for. Obviously, these are some decent levels, so I do have to shoot off. I got a couple of things I need to do today, so I thought I'd jump on earlier for you guys. But yeah, stick to the plan, grab lows, wait for our liquidity targets. They're your levels, and obviously we'll jump on for London, which will be good. So yeah, bit of a shorter stream today, guys, but I do appreciate you all tuning in. And yeah, we'll look for hopefully this. Yeah, perfect. Not financial advice, but no, all good. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and hope you have a great Friday, great weekend, and I'll see you all for London on Zoom. Awesome. Cheers, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Cheers, guys. Enjoy. Have a great weekend.